I am Izzy Noodles, welcome back to the Old Spire. So I just picked up the third and final crystal, so now we can head off and see where they're gonna go. So we are returning back the way we came, not to the top of the spire, but through here. Remember, I did open up a gate previously that I didn't yet need to, so now is the chance that will be open. So if you've not done that, you'll probably have to come back for some air. So to the left in that gap, that's where the lever is. So I'm gonna also bypass these pickups just here because my main objective, I want the air in my lungs to kill a harpy. That was my plan. I think I mistimed that badly. I had to reload and now I'm stuck on something. Okay, that was actually not as bad as I thought. I didn't realise I'd already managed to get quite a few shots before reloading. Okay. So now this room, let me explain this room. This is a gas room. Once I pull out of the water, we'll have an extra bar for the breath. So you'll want to keep an eye on that. So there is a door over here. You can come in here before now, but you don't need to, and actually it's very, very difficult. But I'll explain the way to get in here. In the room with the yellowy water, we did the ropes, and then I dropped into a gap. From one of the ropes, I just dropped straight down. There's another gap right near that, but it's very tricky to get into. If you do manage to get into there, then you'll come to this doorway that'll lead you this way, and to get out of here you'll loop back around to the room with the yellowy water. So well, I'm not gonna loop around, but I will show you how. Let me just grab these items first. So I am kind of, once I've picked up the items, I am kind of going in that direction anyway, so I can show you how to get back. Okay, so here we have 2 pickups of harpoons and a medpack. Okay, so we have some jumps coming up just here that are very tricky. You'll definitely take damage, you'll run out of breath. So I do recommend a save. Okay, so here and then climb on up. Jump over. Straight down, pull this lever. Turn and jump to here and roll, so you're not in the air for too long. So try not to just go ahead and jump straight off, because Lara does have big jumps. She will arc slash arch, if you get what I mean, quite a bit. So you will take damage there. I've never been able to not take damage. So we opened the door to leave. So we'll do it again. This time aim a little to the left. It just helps me out if I do that, just because there's a slope here. You'll hit this flat section much quicker. And that's a much easier jump to make than getting to that lever. So in this new room, we've got some Walther 9mm ammo here. Some shotgun shells. Just here we have some items in the chest. I've got my harpoon gun. You don't really need that equipped, but whatever. Look downwards if you're just gonna use it for the chest though. Ooh. Okay, and shoot them. And pull this lever. So the lever has opened this door, and this is what loops us round. So here we go, we're back. So where we actually want to be, if you don't need to return, we do want to be in this room. There's a very sneaky hidden door that can be opened with the crowbar. So that is just here. So as we make our way along, we can see these are the gates that opened once we picked up each crystal. And you absolutely do want to save here because this is where things are going to kick off. So we have the craziest maze. It's like The Cube. Have you seen the film The Cube? That's what it is. The builder has also made a level set based purely on The Cube, like its own game. So from entering, take a right into this room. It's important you pick up this. Not again. Crazy Demons built a mini cube copy. So this is a map. This is very helpful. It's also helpful just if you draw this out yourself so you can just turn and look at it instead of needing to keep coming to the inventory. It will just save a lot of time and hassle and stress. Also, I'm just going to point out, instead of up being north on this map, up is west. Okay, so to the right is north, down is south, left is down is east and left is south. So you see on the middle level it says wake up. We entered from the left hand side into that room. That's wake up, that's where we entered. We took a right to grab the map. We are now in AG transport. So I'm going to do my best to help you keep your bearings here. I'm going to keep these little maps on the screen to help you out. Okay. So what we're going to obtain from the cube, we're going to pick up 2 keys. Then we're going to use the 3 crystals. Then we're going to find the main key that we're coming into here for. So firstly, drop straight on down. We'll land in some water. Really quickly pull this lever. No, I'm going to abort that. That was a little slow. I didn't like how that was going. Try again. Okay, so what the lever did was activate this teleport. So that lever is kind of optional. So this will actually take us right up to the very top level. We were in AG, that's where we pulled the lever. We dropped straight down into the water and used the teleport. Now we are in AG control on the top level. So we need these electrical wires here. I believe it's just called electrical or electricity. So take this, use the crowbar. And just to my left you just see a keyhole in that other room. That's house. So once we have 2 keys we will be coming back to this spot. So from here I'm heading north through the music room. Okay, so just mind any holes in the floor that lead you down to the lower level. Head straight through to grave. Hop on this higher level just for a medpack. Okay, and from here we're going to hop down to the level below. So this is underwater controlled, UW control on the map. So this is where we can use the electrical wires. And that has opened this hatch. So firstly, just grab a harpoon and harpoon gun. A harpoon, that came out a bit wrong. Multiple harpoons. And I do need to reload, so just making sure. Okay, so there is a sea hag down here. So hopping into underwater 1. Oh goodness. It's not going well. Did I get it? I must have done. Okay, well, it died quick, but it did a good number on me. Wait, no, I hear it. Got it. Right. So, in underwater 2, pull this lever. Yeah, tried to bamboozle me. You nearly got me there. So now back to underwater 1. I will just grab some air. This all can be done without getting air, by the way. I just got bamboozled. I like that word. It's a good word. So also there are some 2 pickups of harpoons. There's too much stuff and it's tough to turn. Okay. So what the lever in Underwater 2 did was open this gate. So swim straight on up. Okay, and technically this room is not actually on the map, but we have a key. I believe this is the copper key. Oh no, this is the rusty key. Okay, so from here, just hop onto this wooden platform, and we're going to head back up into Grave. Okay, so straight forward west into Wraith. Oh no! Oh, thought I was going to fall down that hole. That would do me in for sure. There we go. So the room is called Wraith because we can see a Wraith right here. This one is not hidden. And this is the copper key. Because my health is not so good, I'll just go ahead and use a Medpack. Okay, when you're ready, pick up the key. Oh, the Mafia room's pretty funny. It's them little guys, they're the Mafia. So we're gonna head to the pool room to extinguish the Wraith, get rid of the Wraith. So it's shown us where to go, but not really how to get there. So straight through Mafia, through stars, and into pool. Nice. Now we have 2 keys. Next I'm going to start placing the crystals that I have. So into the stars room. Remember, the crystals all have different names. The names correspond to the rooms that they're going to be placed in. So there is this very sneaky space just here. Very difficult, no, very easy to miss. Difficult to spot. This is where the stars crystal is going to go. So it's actually really clever with the names. It took me a moment to figure it out. It was a bit too late when I figured it out. Okay. So next room, I'm heading straight down to the low level below. So I'm heading down into Central. And what I'm going to do to minimize damage, I want to try and line up with this corner section. I will save because this jump isn't 100% successful. I'm just going to do a fake grab so I can land on something below and save any fall damage. There we go, that was good. Usually it can take a few attempts. Okay, so this is Central and I'm heading to Walls. So that is this way. Oh, beg pardon, no, I fell down into storage. This is the middle room, this is Central. And ahead, this is Walls. This room here. So I will keep a map on the screen anyway, so you can just keep up with that. So hit the slopes, and here we go. So these platforms that have raised, I failed to mention on the first platform, those are down in the fog rooms on the low level. Okay, and from here, straight on down into Obelisk. And right here is where we can place the 3rd crystal, the Obelisk crystal. Okay, now that is all set up, we need to go and use the keys now. So we're heading to house. So house is on the very top level, so we can take advantage of this teleport in AG. We are now in AG control on the top level. And here is house. So I'm going to pick a weapon. I'll go with Uzis, because once I use the key, there will be some enemies. There'll be 2 hellhounds and 2 of the little ice demons. Okay, so come on in and we can straight away use the next key. So that second key opened up this gate is open here. And just enter on through. Technically this area is actually not on the map. Okay, do be careful, don't fall down. We've come all the way down to the fog rooms on the lowest level. So we've raised up these wooden structures, so just hop the gaps. I will make it to the far end to pick up the main item that we need. This is the skeleton key. And it's shown us exactly where we need to use it. That's very handy, because I bet after all these shenanigans, you'd forgotten what was actually going on. So before heading there, there's a secret we can grab. There's also a shotgun additional item to pick up. So into Bib, which is, as it's labelled on the map, I think it kind of means like bibliotech, like a library. So just hop to the right hand side of this ladder, and here is the shotgun. Okay, and now I will just hop this gap over here to that teleport there. So this is lava, just hop over, and this will take us to a secret area. Okay, so we kind of want to get around the corner, but we can't cheat because the teleport will bring us back, so we have to do it the hard way. Now this is difficult to describe how I'm going to do this, because you just gotta keep jumping, just don't stop moving. So let me just turn around and explain the situation. Pretty much the floor is lava. We do have tiles we can briefly step on, but they lower down with your weight, so you don't have long to be on them. So there's one right below me. There's a ladder, so I'm going to drop down the ladder so that she doesn't have any kind of crouch stumble animation. So drop down the ladder and then let go to land on the tile. Hop backwards, just a hop, not a jump. And then after the hop, jump back to the slope, jump off the slope and via right, but you'll still land on this tile, but more so in the right hand corner. Do a side jump to the left, so then you'll land on the next pressure tile. And then jump backwards. There is another slope you'll hit. You'll want to jump off that slope pretty immediately, so you'll land on the pressure tile that's by the ladder ahead. And then if you hop off the slope immediately enough, you can just jump straight over to that ladder. So yeah, it's difficult because I'm going to have to think about what I'm doing, so I can't explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But let's go. Okay, that's it. So it took me one attempt. That is really difficult. I've had practice. Don't worry if it takes you a million attempts, because I've practiced a million times. So if Lara bangs her head after jumping off that last slope, that's a good thing. That means you'll be able to jump straight to that last ladder just here. Okay, and we are back at Obelisk. Okay, so just climb on up. We will be in walls. Looking for central. Central? Where am I? That's underwater. Is it? Oh my goodness, I got lost. This is walls. Okay, no, this is fine, right. The low ceiling there put me off with the ladder. I don't know why it put me off. Right, so this is central. And we're entering wake up. Okay, and hop the gap. And let's get out of here. What a kerfuffle that was. So, the main item we picked up from there was the skeleton key. That's the reason we went in. So now we can head on back. We know exactly where to use this. So this is where the two paths meet. I mentioned there's an easy path and a hard path. I already did the hard path. So I now have this shortcut back through. If you did not do the hard path, you'll have to go ahead and do that so you can get across. Okay, use the key here. Okay, that's opened the hatch at the top of this ladder. Okay, and this bit is actually slightly confusing. We need to use the combine the pacer with the demon's heart that we picked up. So we have a beating demon's heart, and that's going to be used here to open this door. So this is not the monk's heart at all. This is nothing to do with the monk. So now we are inside. I'll show you what's the deal. So just hop up to here. The monk's heart is surrounded by flame over there. We need to go around. We need to get to the end of this line section to climb up higher so that we can be on the higher level and pull the lever, which you can't really see. So I'll make a point to make sure you know where it is. So we're heading around to the lever and then to that heart. So as I just mentioned, come all the way along this way first. And at the end we can turn around, climb on up. Over to here. So you can see a little better now. So just at the end, this is a standing jump. Okay, just quickly grab this medpack. Another standing jump. Okay, and now we can pull this lever. The flame is off. Okay. Right, so let me explain the situation here. Let me equip my my revolver weapon. The moment I pick up this heart, this is going to turn into a massive murder room. We will have 2 dragon snake things that shoot fire at you, and there are locust bat things that are really annoying, so you'll have to watch your health. Along with various other kind of enemies that turn up and impede you in what you have to try and do. So what you have to try and do with all that going on. So across the wall, if I turn left slightly, to the right I mean, on the very left side of the screen you can see a button, and then another button a little more obvious in the middle of the screen on the far wall. we need to push these buttons in order. There is another button to the right, on the very right hand side of the screen, just behind the structure. So for the first two, I'm going to remain on this higher level. You don't have to, but I do find it a little easier to try and remain up here. Because I'm using meds, I will probably have to use one and won't be so bothered if I fall off. If I was actually trying to do any kind of challenge, I would probably reload for a smooth run. So pretty much I'm not going to be able to explain the situation, but we're pushing the buttons to lower a structure to open up a teleport. So I have my weapon. You might want to save now, but there will be a flyby. So I personally will save after the flyby, so I don't keep having to watch the flyby if I fail. Because everything's going to change the moment you pick this up. So that's where we're heading. Save the game. So these buttons have to be done in order. And I think it is probably easier to jump off for this last one. So watch your health with these bat things. These are pretty annoying. The third and final button. I've done pretty good, I must say. Oh, don't say that and then... Oh my god. I was going to say don't say that and then get set on fire. I just got eaten alive instead. Oh, okay, we made it. There is a sea hag now, by the way. So there was a caption, "Thank you girl, you've got it." And there's always a few stray bat things as well. Sea hag is not there. I just wanted to confirm, but okay, the sea hag works in mysterious ways, it seems. I think no one knows how it works, but sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't one. Okay, so back in a familiar place. I think I just said that among all the excitement. I can't remember. So we did finally pick up. Where is it? There we go. The monk's heart. We can combine this with the dagger, and this actually is where we're going to use it. This pedestal right here, and then that is it. We will be shown the monk being set free in the final cutscene. So it's not really a cutscene, but anyway, that will be it. So I will thank you now for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the walkthrough, even if you tried the game yourself and didn't quite make it to the end. This one has been quite tough, so I'm actually pleased with myself for going through with this and making the walkthrough. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.